Hey guys, Andy here. I've got another phone to take a look at. This time it's the Honor 9. As you can see here, it's sapphire blue, 64 gig of RAM for ROM, 4 gig of RAM. Now, I bought this one second hand. I'm a bit annoyed I've just picked it up. It's only got half the box. That wasn't mentioned in the advert anywhere. So we'll see. I've contacted the seller. A little bit annoying, but at least we've got the device. I was going to buy the new. It's on Amazon for, I think it's $379, which I think is a really good buy. I had the Honor 8, you might remember last year. I thought it was a really good device. And here we are with the Honor 9. It's been commented there's a lot of similarities between the 8 and the 9. And one of the few things that shows the difference is actually the fingerprint sensor down here on the front now, and on the back is the Honor logo, and they were the other way around on the Honor 8. Right, let's just pop, maybe I'll start booting that up. Hopefully it's got a bit of juice in the battery. And then let's see what's in the, so that's that. So I can't be entirely sure. No, okay, there's two cloths. There's the earphones. Fine. Or the earbuds. There's the Huawei charger. Sat loose for some reason. Again, I don't know, you just couldn't pack it into the box. Is the Type C charger. Now I don't know if, I do seem to remember possibly this comes with the device, but there's this case, maybe you just bought it separately. Let's pop that aside. Is there anything to, I've taken that out already. Honor for the brave. Okay. We've got a quick start guide, we've got a warranty card. I don't think we need to worry too much about a quick start guide. Let's just pop them aside as well. So just for some scale, I'm going to bring my Pixel XL. Just so you can see. It's not a massive difference, but clearly obviously the Honor 9 is smaller. But it's a reasonable size. It weighs in at 155 grams. Can I see where the screen is? A 5.15 inch screen though. So yeah, I guess you can see the difference there. Just get that out of the way again. So there we are. I think straight away you can see that the screen I think looks very nice. What is that exactly? LTPS IPS LCD. So it's LCD, but it does look, I think that looks very crisp and sharp. It's a 1080p screen, so 1920 by 1080. How many pixels? 428 pixels per inch. It feels really nice, much like the Honor 8 did. It feels like a good, solid, reasonable weight too. As I say, 155 grams. That's a little weird. Why can't we? Maybe I've got to turn that on somewhere in the settings. So what I would do very quickly is get it connected to my Wi-Fi, and then at least we can have a bit of a play. I will come back to you in a second. So I can tell you already that was nice and responsive on the keyboard. There we go, now that worked, look. So let's have a look in the settings. It should be, let's go and check first. So we're on EMUI. You can see there some of the specs, look. Oh, it's got this dual SIM, I didn't realise that. 4 gig of RAM with a high silicon Kirin 960. I gotta be honest, I couldn't tell you what that means. See the screen resolution there, look. Security patch level was a bit low. I don't know if maybe there's an update that will come through shortly. I think there's too much else. Let's have a look at the specs on GSM Arena. I can tell you the CPU is an octa-core, so it's 4 by 2.4 GHz Cortex A73 and 4.18 GHz Cortex A53. Did I say 53? The first one was 73. Sorry, the second one was 53. The GPU is a Mali G71 MP8. Again, I couldn't particularly tell you what that means. Let's try anything to take a picture of it. Just bring the oh, hang on. Swipe right to start the camera mode. Okay. Swipe left to bring the settings menu. Fine. GPS. Yeah, we can GPS tag. Fine. So it's saying there's the settings. Look. Has that got? Oh no. I see the dots at the bottom are literally the settings, the camera, and the settings. Sorry, was that modes over here? Was it? Yeah, modes. It's very slick and smooth. I do like my camera grid on. Let's turn that on. Grid. So it does feel. See how quick. That's pretty quick. Pretty quick indeed. So it's got the. Let's briefly mention the camera. See what I can bring up spec wise. It's got the dual cameras on the back. 20 megapixel and a 12 megapixel. f2.2 phase detection. Autofocus, 2 times lossless zoom. I think, and I can't, it's not mentioned in the specs, but I think one of them is black and white and one of them is color. The black and white, I think, was the 20 megapixel, and that's to get more sort of contrast. And the regular is the 12 megapixel. So obviously I'll be doing some testing to see how that gets on with the camera. Is there anything else we want to see particularly? Let's set up the fingerprint ID. Yeah. You pop a password on it as well. Yeah. So enroll finger. Press the finger on the back of your device. It says. Do you see that? Is it actually? Oh no, so if I put the front... Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. I was trying to see if it actually knew which part of my... Press the edge of your finger against the sensor. Goodness. This is a more comprehensive... See, I think that was the bit that I did the wrong part of mine. So... That seemed pretty quick. That seemed very quick, I would say. I mean, Huawei generally have done very good fingerprint sensors, so that's good. Let's check out kind of the screen and the speakers. And now, obviously, these are random videos. I'm not logged in yet, so I'm taking no. Oh, perfect. What's some minions?
Welcome to Viber, the fun way to send messages, stickers, and make HD phone and video.
I wouldn't say it looked the clearest video. I think actually the video itself was not a good example. Let's grab some Casey. His videos are generally crisp and clear. What? Well, that's not a good start particularly.
That's super weird. So I did a thing on Facebook where you go and donate money to Red Nose Day, a cause that I'm a part of. And if you did that, maybe I would pick you and send you one of these paint.
So I think the speaker sounds good. I think it's just a mono speaker down there at the bottom. Generally sounds pretty good. Oh, is that the 3.5-inch jack there at the bottom? I think it is. And also the screen, you know, that looks very good to me. We've got the app switcher there. So that's back. Is that backwards? No, maybe that's how Android does it, actually. Google does it. Fine. Anything else we need to have a look at before? So, obviously, this is just the unboxing. I don't quite know why SwiftKey. I might have to see if we can get rid of. SwiftKey. The usual stuff up in the taskbar. I'll probably stick Nova. I don't know. Maybe should I try and use it in its usual state. Damage on the side there as well. Anyway, but yeah, first impressions. I think it's nice and slick. I mean, much as I did really like the Huawei Honor 8, so I was reasonably comfortable. I Oh, sorry, it says they're hybrid zoom. Maybe one of them's a zoom. I'll double check, obviously. On GS Marine, it doesn't mention, I suppose, 2 times lossless zoom. Maybe that's what it is. I'll double check for the actual review. The design, again, it's much like the original. I really like it. That's a nice kind of classy looking, slick looking. It's a bit shiny, and you can see it's probably gonna grease up a little easy. Volume rockers on the one side. I didn't really go around the phone, did I? Volume rockers on the one side there. Power button just below. We've mentioned the speaker. We've mentioned the 3.5mm jack, and we've mentioned the Type C. Obviously, that's where the SIM card is going to go. Maybe a noise cancelling mic on the top there. We've mentioned the 2 cameras. So I think we've been around the phone enough. That is quick. I like that. That unlocks very fast. I'll just hop back on real quick to tell you about well, actually, I'll mention first, I'll pop the case on. I really like the case. It doesn't add a huge amount sort of width-wise, bulk-wise, so to speak, which often puts me off cases. It fits really snug, and I think it actually looks quite nice. It's still a bit of a fingerprint magnet, just as much as the device itself. But what I actually popped back and said about just was I didn't really notice till I was having a look, was the amount of crap, well, I mean bloat there, look. But it does look like we can get rid of it. So some of it I'll keep. eBay I'm fine with. Instagram I'm fine with. I don't know what any of this rubbish is about though. But looks like we can install it, so no issues there then. So for me, initial impressions, it's just doing its updates there, look. Yeah, initial impressions, really liking it. Nice and slick. The screen actually looks fantastic. I mean, crank it right the way up. Look at that. I mean, that looks pretty bright. It seems responsive. I'll get Nova Launcher installed and we'll see how we get on with that, I suppose. But there you go. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comments down below. But for now, my name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon.